Thank you. Thank you very much, Soku.
So I'm looking at the donation total. We're at 29.25. We're $75 away from hitting a nice round 3,000. Can we possibly pull that off, people? I like round numbers.
Round numbers are good.
Yeah. So what are you bringing up next?
Okay, so now we have Ernest Evans as soon as I put the Retro Tink menu away. So this is a really, really interesting side-scroller made by Wolf Team back in 1991. Very anime, very Indiana Jones. So there's not really a whole lot I can say to start this run. So you're just gonna have to see it. So I guess if we're ready on timer, I can go ahead in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so if you've never heard of Ernest Evans or played Ernest Evans, think of it as QWOP if it was a platformer. As you can see, it has very, very janky animation. It's really fantastic. So I'm actually going to do a trick in the first level. I actually died earlier than I wanted. We were going to do a death abuse and actually skip needing to get this key over here, but I already took the death, so we're just going to go ahead and grab the key. But yes, this game is part of the Ernest Evans trilogy by Wolf Team. Ironically, this is the only game in the series where you play as Ernest Evans. And since I've already died, I need to play this a little bit safer here. So you can see all this great sprite work, all this lag. It's just fantastic. You can't beat it. Oh, come on.
This game is trying to do so much on the Genesis.
You know, funny enough, it was actually a Mega CD release. This was a JP-only release at first. And then it was ported to Genesis for the US release. So we're gonna get the very first boss here, the Flying Avocado of Doom. This thing, funny enough, bounces off the camera walls, not the circle like you'd expect. It actually bounces off the camera, so I can manipulate it by running around. So we're gonna get a boulder boost coming out of there, and we're just gonna run. Let's see if we get another boulder boost coming out. Nope, no other big boulders. That's okay. So this game is 12 stages of very excellent laggy goodness. Thankfully, it's a pretty short game, so it's a fun little run, but it definitely has its trickiness. I'm going to grab this apple for health, I'm already kind of low. So funny enough, you can climb up walls faster on the left side than you can on the right side. I don't know why that is, it just is a thing. Ernest Evans' physics are very janky and very hilarious. Also, we're going to get Indy Hat. I'm a real explorer like Indiana Jones now.
How did you come across this game?
I saw Mike Uyama play it. I can blame Mike for everything. Like this clip right here. This game has clips. Not useful clips, but clips. So Mike ran this game back in like late 2012, early 2013. He's played it a couple GDQs, and I had picked it up like not too long after I started watching GDQ because it's a very silly game, and I love silly games. Also, we got the hot dog whip or the neon whip, however you want to call it. That's our reward for getting Indy Hat.
Oh, so cool. We've got another donation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Gasu55 with $10 saying, enjoying the runs, and I'm all about those round numbers. Let's get to 3K.
Thanks, Sir Jossie. So we'll talk about damage a little bit, because damage in this game is very weird. This game doesn't have invincibility frames, so anytime that my whip is touching something, I'm doing damage. And anytime something is touching me, I'm taking damage. So my life bar can drain very, very quickly if I'm just touching an enemy, which honestly makes it kind of ironic that the things that you think would do the most damage, like bullets or explosions, don't really do anything because they disappear immediately. And then things like touching this scorpion on the ground would probably kill me instantly. But I did pick up some rocks. Rocks actually do 50 damage per frame, which is much better than my whip on this boss. So we got the quick kill, and we're just going to just roll up against this wall, being the greatest explorer, Ernest Evans, grandson of Ernest Evans. And yes, that is official lore of the US version.
Wait, okay.
So as far as actual story goes, you are Ernest Evans, treasure hunter, and you are looking for artifacts. So we go to ruins in Mexico, ruins in Peru, pretty typical stuff. And in the process, we'll stop a dark god. It gets kind of complicated if you look at like the JP story, which is a little bit more expanded. It's amusing. It is what it is. So we're gonna get some action boosts right here. This is a marathon, so I'm going to try and not do the death abuse right here to refill my health. I'm going to try and just get around these enemies coming up. See if we can save ourselves a bunch of lag. Alright, I didn't get to save out on the lag, but at least we didn't die. So this boss is a jerk. I'm going to try and get the quick kill. Hopefully he's not going to kill me. And he dropped the lightning bolt right on top of me, so no quick kill. So there goes that life I wanted to save. So it happens. This game is even more luck than Double Dragon 2, if you can believe that, so... Getting a good time in this game is a lot of factors outside of your control, but that's fine. Anyways, this next level coming up is a great lesson in level design. I held left, I landed on top of the train, and I skipped half the level.
Well, looking at chat, they're on your side screaming, moral victory!
Moral victory. So what's the best way to cap off a stage where you're fighting against gangsters? Fighting a coal monster, of course. The only logical thing.
That would have been my first thought.
And what better way to escape a train? Just take a plane.
Okay, I'm on board with this.
Alright, so this is actually Annette right here. She's from the other games in the series, El Viento and Annette Fujitabi. She's your daughter in the JP version and your mother in the US version. The story gets weird because, for whatever reason, this is the second game, story-wise, in the US version, but the first in the JP version. Just localization things, I guess. So we're gonna run past all these guiles. And then we got this airship that just shoots bullets at us, so it's completely harmless. You know, I think I left my wallet in this crack. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I feel like I can reach it. Alright, so this is one of the few stages that doesn't have a boss fight at the end. Looking like I'm probably gonna take a death right here. My health is already pretty low. Might be able to squeeze past. Nope. The last major enemy blocked me, so that's okay. We'll respawn. So if I was intentionally going to take a death in this level, you'd want to do the death while facing left. So whenever you die, you get boosted the way opposite you're facing. So you can kind of mitigate the time lost by getting boosted in the right direction. Nice. Check out that foreground chain, by the way. More important than seeing the actual boss, which we don't know whether they call it an Arachnotron, or if it's Krang, or Krang's cousin. It just exists.
Someone wanted to make sure they could put three-way parallax scrolling as a bullet item on the box.
Oh, absolutely.
And they've achieved it.
Absolutely. Ah, we didn't get the trick. So there is a really cool trick in this level, but I only get one shot at it. So I could have grabbed onto a vine and sailed over this tree right here, but I think rolling through it's okay too. Trees are dangerous. Make sure you roll through your trees. So we're gonna grab this apple for a little bit of health. We also have rock on a stick, and we're gonna fight the Google Eye worm. So we're gonna kind of use the backswing to help knock it down. You actually kind of get hitboxes on both sides when you attack, so we kind of want to turn around, hit with the backside, and then turn around to hit with the front side again. Thankfully, I had just enough health to not take a death there. Alright, so I really, really don't want to play the next level, so I'm just not going to. There. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Alright, so this is the worst source of RNG in the game. This is by far the most difficult fight for luck. I need to kill this fish off by hitting all 8 orbs, and now I can kill the actual fish. And this fight's actually gone really well so far, because this fish can actually move away from you faster than you can move towards it. So we'll take the death. I have an extra continue, so it's okay. And we'll use our invincibility frames to kill off. So actually a pretty good fish fight. So that already brings us to the last level. So like I said, the plot, we were basically trying to stop an evil god. I don't know. It is what it is. But this level's just a boss rush right here. So just 3 fights. Gonna run away before bullet hell happens. When that boss dies, it leaves a lot of eyeballs behind and leaves a ton of lag. And this guy doesn't really do anything super special. Throws fireballs at us, and fireballs just disappear on contact, so it's not threatening at all. So if you have any announcements you want to make real quick, now is the perfect time while we wait for this last boss.
No donations at the moment, but I will note that we're at $2,935. We are so close to making a nice round 3,000. Be awfully nice.
So here's another big source of RNG right at the end of the game. You'd think I'd have to hit that red core in the middle to damage the boss, but that would make too much sense. You have to attack the Pelican Scythe head. So thankfully I have plenty of continues so we can go ahead and death abuse. Time's gonna be when I kill this boss, whenever the explosions start happening. Time. And that is Ernest Evans in a nutshell. And thankfully, we didn't double KO on the last boss either, so we didn't soft block. If you both kill each other at the same time, you do soft block and the ending does not play. And your reward? Watching Ernest getting chased by a boulder Indiana Jones style. Perfectly rounds it off. So I want to give a big shout out to Mike Yama for getting me into this game. And also, really the staff of this game. 2 big names in particular on this staff role are Bugtaro, you see right here, he was the main designer and director and programmer. He actually went on to be like the lead designer for games like Resident Evil Code Veronica. So that's kind of cool. And also the music in this entire trilogy of games is really good. Because it's composed by Motoi Sakuraba, who you may know for many, many games, such as Tales of Fantasia. So, really, really fantastic series to just jam out the tunes. But that's about all I've got. Thank you to the Valks for having me again. I'm always excited to play games for a great cause. Take This as a great organization worth supporting. And I'm just happy to just be able to do my part to make some entertainment, have some fun with friends. But that's going to do it for me for the marathon, so I hope y'all have a great rest of the marathon, and stay tuned for, I think, a Loom with Stalin coming.
Well, thank you for showing the game off. That's a new one on me. I do agree with Neon Gray in chat that the game is pushing some pretty serious graphics for the Genesis. Just, man, the gameplay. Ooh. That looked rough. So, that's it. This is Speedrun Ragnarok. We are raising money to help Take This. Take This helps people in the gaming community suffering from mental illness by letting them know they are not alone in their struggles, and there are treatment options out there to help. If you'd like to know more about information about Take This, visit takethis.org. And thank you, Silver Moon, for doing the trigger in chat.